Just about set now. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Stepping in for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Luis Arraez stands in. The 1-1 is fouled off.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Swing and a pop-up. Betts settles underneath it. And there's 2 away. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, and a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Manny Machado.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Batting fourth, left fielder Gavin Sheets.
So 2 down. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. There's a swing and a drive. That one's back there. Going, gone. A 2-run shot, his 13th home run of the season. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball. He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
And now it's even up.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one missed. 2 out, space is empty. And down on strikes. And that'll do it. 2 across on this San Diego homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in L.A. and today's starting pitcher, number 18. What do we need to know here?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball 3.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Mookie to hit. He gets there with the slide. Gathers and throws. And very nicely done for the out. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
That one is absolutely belted. Going, gone. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
2 down, bases empty. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
And he deals. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Max Muncy, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Muncy digs in. That one misses. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's to third, and that one handled. Whips it to first. That takes care of Cronenworth.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Jose Iglesias.
Now the DH for the Padres, Jose Iglesias. One out, bases empty. Next offering is downstairs. Yamamoto, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Next to hit, Bryce Johnson. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Nabs it, and that's the third out. So they go quietly there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Swung on, belted. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Tommy Edman at the plate.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Good job to fight that one off. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting into chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Ha-Seong Kim getting ready to hit. Ground ball could be 2. On to Bogarts.
That's an out.
On to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And that one in the air center field. Johnson gets under it. And that will end the inning. So a leadoff double, but they can't cash it in. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. New inning getting started. And now the veteran catcher, Martin Maldonado. And that misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis waits. Runner on the go. Freeman over to second, on to first, out, double play. Just got it there in time.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Arias. 2 down, nobody on. And that's outside. 2-1. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Kirby Yates getting ready to go. Vesia getting loose as well. The 3-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back. Out of here. He leaves the yard to right. His 4th home run of the season, and they add a run. It's 3-1.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Now Machado up here. The 2-1. And Manny gets a piece. And Machado able to spoil that pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. The Padres get 1 in the inning with a solo blast. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now it's Mookie Betts. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. That misses, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
And Mookie takes. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Tying run at the plate. And a breaking ball misses outside.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Man at second. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And the runner holds.
No, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 3-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Number 18 won't go any further tonight. And this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Jason Adam takes over on the mound.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Here's Muncy to hit.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And a 1-1. That's down and in. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jeremiah Estrada up and loosening in the pen. Pivetta also throwing. Two outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. Inside, almost got him. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. That's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Two outs, runner at first. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swings through that one out in front that time.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Muncy leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Kirby Yates.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pen in terms of the matchup.
Here's the left fielder, Gavin Sheets. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. The 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. Padres going back. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Looks like we've got a substitution at second. And pinch running for the Padres, Brandon Lockridge. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. And ball 4, 2 aboard. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. No outs, runners at first and second.
Ball in.
High fly ball out towards left field. Pajes on a dead sprint, racing back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. First and third, one down. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Liner, caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Here's the center fielder, Bryce Johnson.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Hit hard but foul off to the left.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Headed towards the corner. Brings it in. And that's the third out. Padres leave a pair. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Jeremiah Estrada. He's been so good against lefties. And here comes Tommy Edman. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. And that one fouled off. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Hye-Sung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Dodgers go down quietly, still tied 3-3.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Alex Vesia.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Martin Maldonado up to hit. And that is out of play. Got him! One away here in the 5th.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. That one 95 to finish him off. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arias.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Struck him out looking. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Padres go down quietly. Score remains tied at 3. Back here in L.A., bottom of the inning, there's the shortstop at the plate, Mookie Betts. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Fly ball down the line. Tatis really on his horse for it. Nice grab on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And there's a ball.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That one misses. And now 3-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in. And he spits on that one.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Dodgers down in order. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. New pitcher for the Dodgers, number 70.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Manny Machado up to the plate. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he chases that one. And now 1 away.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next up is the cleanup spot for the Padres. Brandon Lockridge. Line drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in to score from second. It's 4-3.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. That one fouled off, 2-2. Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. 2 on, 1 out. Now here's Jake Cronenworth.
Some drama here in the late stages of the game, but they'll win the series if they close this out.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in extra innings. Next offering is fouled back.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So now here's the DH, Jose Iglesias. And that one sliced foul. First and second, 2 down. And here in extra innings. Cut on and lifted in the air. Hernandez pulls it down, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back after this on the show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Robert Suarez.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Pitch misses, and the count is 2-2.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up to middle or to right field.
So the tying run at second sets him down looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And now it's Max Muncy. That one missed.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win. Man at second. Swings and misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And they're down to their last out.
Now batting left fielder, Andy Pajes.
Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
And that one is downstairs. And the count 2-1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres strand the tying run on base to win it.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.